This job is the best FIFO job I've had so far, in different ways.
Yeah, flights at 7 a.m.
So those two smaller ones are going to go with me. So this is our room. This is probably one of the best FIFO rooms I've stayed in, to be fair. Doing a bit of shopping before we fly out. Done the storage locker, storage containers pretty much, some racking to make it look all sick and all organised. We'll do that tonight, we'll go there. And then went to Tradies Workwear, get some trousers, some safe style glasses, one left in the UK. Got a new crib bag, and then what else did we get? Got something else, can't remember now. But I'll show you this all later. So yeah, we're leaving Bunnings now after collecting our order. Gonna do a food shop and then catch up with a friend. This is my new locker, new storage container. Moving out from our old storage locker into a new one about 2 days before we fly out. Well, a day now a bit. But yeah, moving stuff over, getting the steps in because it's ground floor to first floor. But it's 7 o'clock now in the evening. So empty the other one, move stuff in here. We're not going to organise this tonight. We've got rack in here. We've got storage containers, but yeah, not the time to be doing it. But much better, a better upgrade. We've got racking. We're not going to do tonight. And we've also got our storage containers, golf bag, other bag, this as well. It's quite handy. We're going to start putting stuff together now. Can't wait. New beginnings. What is up, YouTube? It is Wednesday morning, day before flight day. We've got a face-to-face interview, even though we've got the job already, which is a bit strange. Day before fly out. That's an hour of in the city. Get back, we're gonna do last bit of FIFO shopping, the important stuff, like sauces and just the essentials that keep me going through the swing. Get some cash out, I need to pay for the Airbnb where I've stayed, and then get some visa paperwork signed, the last bit for the permanent residency, hopefully. So yeah, we're gonna go to this interview and we'll film some stuff in a bit. Back from the shops, we got our FIFO last bit of shopping to do, little essential stuff, done the bit of food shop as well, just for the flight day and the last few bits, and then got some cash out and then picked up some more tablets for myself, just some extra stuff. We head back now and start packing the bags, so we'll catch you then. slowly getting there. We've sorted out tools pretty much. We're allowed 2 20-kilo bags and one, or check-in, and then 1 7-kilo carry-on. So with all the stuff on the bed, we've also got that bag's going back to storage locker. Tools sorted out. So those 2 smaller ones are going to go with me. The big ones are going to go back to storage container because it's just too much going on. Idea is to get the FIFO bag packed, then we'll organise the stuff that go back to my storage unit. But we've just got quite a bit in here. The night before we fly out tomorrow, I haven't done a FIFO in 8 months, so yeah, sort of ready for it. All bags packed. Flights at 7 AM till 9, and then we got to go to the airport for 6, pretty much. Drop the bags off. It's all packed up. Look at this. Nice yogurt bowl at the end of the day. We've got to leave at 4:15 to go to the storage locker, put all the bags in there, then to drop off the car hire place, and then go back towards the airport. So I was going to go gym, but I'm not going to go gym anymore. I'm going to go gym in the evening when I get to work. I'll be filming all the clips, the whole process. Actually a solar farm project. It's easy work. Gym pretty cruisy. Can't even show you the camp as well. But yeah, we're going to head to bed in a minute, get some sleep, and ready back to FIFO. Ready for FIFO. Good morning, YouTube. It is fly out day, Thursday morning, 5:20, waiting for an Uber. Pick us up from the car hire place. We've been to our storage locker, dropped off the bags. This is the old shirt, by the way. Way electrical. Heading to T3 at Perth Airport. Yeah, flight's at 7 AM. Can't wait to get started. Should be a cruisy day. First is always cruisy, but it's hectic in the evenings, trying to put your bags away, do my meal prep. I want to go gym tonight as well. But yeah, woke up this morning about 2:30. Proper excited for it, so we'll see you there. I'll try and take you through the process. Obviously film as much as possible, but it's hard. You can't really film on FIFO. So basically be the day-to-day, well, evening, morning routine, back to the early starts again, which I'm excited for. So take you with me on a long journey. So, this is our room. This is probably one of the best FIFO rooms I've stayed in, to be fair. Plenty of space. About a 5-minute walk to the camp ain't too bad, but we're gonna unpack because the first night's always a hectic one. We've got our food. We're gonna start preparing that for tomorrow. Need a few more little bits from meal prep. Food looks unreal. Yeah, the gym, I can't wait to show you tomorrow. Gym session tomorrow at like 2:30, 3 AM, but yeah, look at this. First full day back on the FIFO. I'm excited. Been running around this morning, 2:15 AM, but we're all ready to go. Got a bag. Have a look at this. All prepped. Meal prep done. Quick scope of the room as well. One of the best rooms I've stayed in. Off to work now, and it is nearly 5 o'clock, so I better get going. First full day back on FIFO. Shattered. The early start 2:15 to now 5 or 5:45. So we got a dinner. Well, picked up our food, prep it tonight, get a few little bits in the morning. But now's time to shower. What else? Do my monthly finances, and then we've got to do properties for a season's work. Property company. To do that and in bed hopefully by 7:15. That's the plan. And up again for another start. So I'll take you there. Welcome back. We've got our dinner in tonight. Although the food's really good. Need some salt and pepper. Although the food is really good here on camp. I like to have my food early, just get it in. I've got chicken rice, plain and simple, and some salad. But yeah, I don't like to go mad with it. It's easier to stick to the same food each time, in my opinion, especially going into that mess, which mess is basically the crib room. Oh, sorry, the mess is the kitchen. There's so many temptations, honestly. You've got all the desserts there, all different types of food, dinners. It looks good, but as well, it's harder to track. I don't know exactly what the calories and macros are because they're all fried or cooked in loads of oils. So I just stick to the plain chicken and then just change up the carb sources, which is much easier. And I still enjoy it, to be fair. It's a little essential stuff like sriracha I have every time. But we'll have this and then we got do our work and then call it a night. And the first night, but easy job, literally. Just solar farm. You don't have to use your brain much, which is probably maybe a bad thing. However, it lets me focus more on my personal and my property goals, essentially. So, especially my creativity at the moment is just thriving. I don't know what it's like. It's just happy to be here in Australia. Like, it's just such a good thing to be back. Back from the gym, we've got our post-workout meal. We've got 250 grams of Greek yogurt, some raisin toast, which you're going to prepare now, and then 20 grams of strawberry jam, 20 grams of that, a bit more. And yeah, we've got the Greek yogurt, 250 grams, half a scoop of whey chocolate protein powder, one apple pretty much, 125 grams. And then, yeah, we got one apple. I haven't got this weight for this, so 189. Yeah, we cut up the apple, bit rogue. But yeah, we had a push session, abs. Good to be back into it completely. Routine is pretty much bang on, except from sleep. Went to bed about 8 o'clock because we were finishing up some property work and doing our monthly finances. But for me, I need to get those tasks done. But also I'm waking up at like 2 a.m. raring to go, which is a good sign. One, I'm just excited to get to the gym, and two, just, yeah, enjoying it. I've got that energy. Feeling good, feeling positive. I was thinking yesterday as well, like when I was working, how grateful I am to be back in Australia. Like that feeling just to be here. I've been back in the UK for so long, everything at my hands. I was a bit negative on myself, a bit, especially towards the end, thinking, am I ever going to get back here? But we're here now, straight back into it. Only a week back in Perth it was, so quite early, but that's just me. How I do things. Should be 125 grams, bang on. Shitload of cinnamon, that does us. So yeah, apple, Greek yogurt, raisin toast with jam. That's our post-workout meal, so we better get to it because we've got to go to work in 20 minutes. But yeah, proper enjoying this job, so it's good to be back so far. Easy work as well. But yeah, look at this. That's a little setup. just got back from our 5th day. So we've picked up some steak from the mess. Steak, chicken and rice. Bits are for Milo, so normally just grab food and go. But that is the size of the chicken, by the way. Tiny. It's a bit really. That was awful. But seeing how much the steak weighs, 125 grams of sirloin steak. A bit medium rare as well. Sorry, rare actually. And we just got some plain rice with it. Decent sized steak though, which is way too much. That's why I sort of come back and weigh it, so I know exactly what I'm eating, so I stay on plan. It's good to know what I'm tracking, especially the amount of oils they use in other food. Very tempting to go off track. And we got our broccoli for tomorrow. 100 grams of broccoli, 150 grams of white rice cooked, and then the 125 grams of steak, which I'm looking forward to. Just need some salt massively. We should have here 140, that'll do. And we've got 1 egg. But FIFO is going very well. This job is the best FIFO job I've had so far, in different ways. Mainly the camp. The camp is the best thing about it. The gym, as you can see in this video, got a sauna tomorrow morning. Food is just easily, it's very good here. The high standard coffee shop. The work crew I'm with is tiny, which is really good. So small team, everyone's sound, so everyone gets along, which is really handy. Everyone's friendly. The work is cruisy, very cruisy, which sort of helps me out massively, so I can still work on my property business and also personal life admin, which I like to do. So this is really handy for me because I can maximize the time on my breaks, and also we get this half-hour journey back to and from camp, which is a bit because we don't get paid that. However, for me, I'm not too fussed at that time. I can do stuff, which I do, so I can try and get as much done as possible to and from work from my phone, which saves me time in the evenings to do some laptop work. However, it's not really saving me time because I'm going to bed at a silly o'clock. Well, 8 o'clock, half 8, which doesn't sound silly, but when you're waking up at 2 a.m. to do your morning routine and go gym, it is a silly clock time. So I'm trying to get in the habit now of going to bed late, or going to bed earlier, but I've just got so much going on and stuff I want to do and get ahead. I feel like I want to push, which I know I can push, but I know it's a big thing. I need to get my sleep back on track massively because I start getting affected. I'm coping well at the moment. I'm still operating at a high level, I'd say, but I do want to get better at my sleep because 5 hours isn't enough at all. I need to be having way more than that. At least 6 to 7 is the ideal target, although it's hard doing that whilst doing FIFO. That's what I need to stick to and the standards I need to stick to. It's also allowing myself not to do that extra work, although I like doing extra work. Sometimes you just got to accept that you've already done enough for the day and switch off, or you'll start to not do as good as you can do whilst working, and also your well-being, I believe. But like I said, I've got a sauna tomorrow. Yeah, I've got a sauna tomorrow morning at 3:30. So I'm gonna do, it's my rest day from the gym, so I booked it. So really I should be catching on sleep, but yeah, I want to do the sauna, try it out. I'll show you videos of that as well. That'll be tomorrow's. Then I'll do my cardio beforehand, 20 minutes and some abs. And then we've got to move rooms, unfortunately, because there's a big shutdown on where pretty much like teams come in, they close down the plant, the mine site, and work on it. So we got that going on. So the camp's really busy. I had to move rooms after 5 nights, which is a bit rubbish because you unpack all your bags, all your belongings, etc. And now you've got to move out. However, I found out the room and it's nearby. I can leave my stuff in this locker and it's meant to be one of those good rooms again, which is very handy. So I need to try and just pack tonight. And I said to myself, I won't do much. I might just set myself up as a co-host on Airbnb. So I'm a host already. Been set up. It apparently takes a few weeks. I started doing it on the bus and then get ready for bed and actually get an early night. That is the plan. So I'm gonna eat this and then pack my bags up so it's all ready for the morning. So I'll catch you then. It is Wednesday after work. We've had to change rooms. As I had 5 nights in one H block. Now we've got 7 nights in K block. Pretty much it's the same room again. Pretty good to be fair. So I'm happy with it. It's just a bit long in the evening. Putting your bags away in the locker in the morning, then changing, packing up and unpacking stuff again. But we're in now. It's 6:30. We're gonna unpack our bags, do our meal prep, and then do a bit of work. I think edit the video for this weekend, and then try and switch off. So I've unpacked most of the room. Just sorting out the food now. Just brought that up with us. Cinnamon scroll protein. They say it's got protein in it, but it probably doesn't as much as they say it would. Obviously, we've got the pre-workout that keeps us going for those 3 a.m. gym sessions, electrolytes. Most of this stuff, once I've done the first swing, we leave stuff here in my bag, in the locker. So the next time I come up, I can literally just have the essentials here and just bring up what I need for the day. So it saves lugging everything back. Vitamins. What else have we got? Oh, chewing gum. And creatine. Yeah, so we're 6 days in, nearly done a week. Loving it so far. Best FIFO job overall, I believe, that I've had so far. Proper enjoying it. Trying to get as much footage as possible, but you can't really do that whilst doing FIFO. But that is good. I'm hoping to stay here for the long. Well, it's only 3 to 4 swings apparently, which normally FIFO jobs they overrun, but this one I don't know. I don't think it will. There's not that much work available, so it is what it is. But because I'm fully qualified now, I'm not too fussed. There's so much work out there. That is bang on, by the way. 250 grams of low-fat Greek yogurt. There's so much work available for me, or for electricians. You can literally pick and choose. So like I said, the main reason for this one was the camp and the facilities that they have here. So either way, I'm going to try and potentially, if this job comes to an end or starts coming to an end, just chat to a few people around the camp, see who's working here, what teams, see what jobs are available pretty much, and just try and base myself here because the facilities are unreal. Yeah, and it's a good time of year to do FIFO. Weather is only in its 30s, so perfect. Actually wearing a jacket in the mornings, which is, I don't know how, but it's a bit cold. Thought I'd be used to this. I thought I wouldn't be used to the heat until I was back in the UK for 8 months, but acclimatised straight away to it. Yeah, we're just preparing our food now for tomorrow. Had our steak tonight. Have pretty much the same thing every day, give or take the carbs pretty much. So rice, wraps or potatoes. And then fruit is like watermelon, all different types of watermelon. Don't even know what they're called. And then unfortunately there's no berries on this site, which is a bit, I do like my frozen berries, but you can't have it all. So that's our yogurt bowl sorted. We cut off a bit of apple in the morning, 1 apple. And then we have our cinnamon raisin toast, which I need to get in the morning. And then with jam, it's got a strawberry jam. But yeah, preparing oats now. One of the boys I know, she's bringing me some oats up, which is a game changer because I'm not a fan of muesli. It's a bit to be honest. So having this, have my own oats and dark chocolate getting brought up. So those little home comforts that just make your time. Actually, I wouldn't say make my time, sort of keep you sane. Nah, this job's cruisy. Just need to work on my sleep. My sleep is very bad at the moment. Definitely need to work in that. I'm getting probably 5 hours. I think I'm still doing lots of work at work, personal stuff and property bits, but when I go back to the laptop in the room, my mind just goes mad and just having ideas for stuff and trying to tick things off. Maybe sometimes pushing the boat too much. And I should be getting stuff done or should be recovering. Because I know in about a few days' time, it's going to affect me. So I need to sort that out like tonight. I don't want to do too much, but it's just the case of moving the rooms. But it's one of those things, I can't complain. I'm in a good room. It could be worse. Just got to take the out of it. Yeah, doing my overnight oats. Very basic. Got 75 grams of Uncle Toby's oats. Protein powder, just half a scoop. And then we have 125 grams of banana and a lot of cinnamon. This fuels me for my workout. I actually have so much energy in the mornings, ready and starving when I wake up, even though it's at 2 o'clock in the morning. Ridiculous. But it's because I have my last meal quite late. Quite early. I have my last meal. I have the last meal at 6:30 or 6. So fairly early. That gives me time to just let the food digest and try and get some sleep, or the most I can actually possibly get. We also have my egg and salad wrap because it gets the fats in. I'm struggling to get my fats in. Now I'm gone to steaks every night. It's bang on now. Steak and 4 eggs. 125 grams of steak and 4 eggs does me perfectly. And then we've got our lunch meal is 150 grams, 175 grams, depending on, I've got different oats today, as I said. So we'll do probably 150 because we've got those protein oats that add in stuff. 150 grams of chicken, 150 grams of white cooked rice. That's all that's the only way we can weigh it. And 100 grams of broccoli or cauliflower or whatever sort of veg is there. So it's post and pre-workout meal, wait, but in before work started. And then smoko is egg wrap. Lunch is the chicken and rice and broccoli. And then I have my dinner, which is a steak meal. Ideally, I'd rather a sweet, like yogurt bowl or oats in the evening, but I can't. It's having the time. There's not much time in the evenings. So for me to having 2 meals in the evening isn't the best. It just keep me up longer. And I want to prioritise as much as I can those pre and post workout meals. I'm putting on bulking up again and gradually increasing by 0.25, 0.3 kg each week, which is actually working bang on though. Working on PT. Even considering the transition back to Australia, I've hit pretty much every target, which is, yeah, positive. So I'm gonna finish this and work out a meal prep tomorrow, write it down, get the laptop out for a little bit,